Yoshi may be the most unique character when it comes to competitive melee. This can make playing the matchup difficult due to unfamiliarity.
What about Falco Yoshi? Falco Yoshi, Yoshi definitely wins.
Yoshi still has a lot of limitations that keep him out of the top tier of the game that are important to take into account. This video will give you a more solid understanding of how to play around the most unique character in the game. Yoshi thrives by being a counterattack character using two powerful but different tools, double jump armor and parry. Let's first talk about how Yoshi uses double jump armor and how to beat it. When Yoshi uses double jump, they have knockback reduction armor applied to them. This means that if you attack into them with a move that doesn't break the armor, they're able to tank the hit and reversal you. Moves will break this armor at certain amounts of knockback, which is most of the time determined by Yoshi's percent. Learning these percent thresholds can be very useful because once you get Yoshi to these key percents, neutral becomes much more heavily favored for you. These percents can be found in the doc listed in the description of this video. Note that double jump armor breaks at the same percent crouch cancel stops working for Yoshi. The most important percent to keep in mind is 75%, which is the percent where back air starts breaking armor. This allows you to not only have a consistent way to contest Yoshi when airborne, but also opens up the ability to edgeguard Yoshi with a solid amount of consistency. Some specific moves will break this armor regardless of percent because of their initial knockback values. Falco's Shine is a great example of this. This breaks Yoshi's armor starting at 0% and can allow you to Shine Spike Yoshi if they find themselves below the stage. When Yoshi is below these percents, be careful with how you choose to interact with Yoshi in the air. Lots of basic Yoshi advice says to never aerial Yoshi when he's double jumping, and at low percents this is somewhat true, but not always. You could avoid their counterattack with proper drift and spacing, and then get them to a percent where back air starts to break the armor. Here's a rule you really should always follow. Do not do obvious early aerial approaches. Yoshi's other main way of counterattacking is parrying. Parrying is a similar input to power shielding, but with a smaller frame window. Even with the smaller frame window, Yoshi still has consistent ways of setting this up on some of Falco's early aerial approaches or obvious auto-cancel bears. The most common way of setting this up is by crouching to manipulate their hurt box. If you see Yoshi crouching to set up a parry, you still have a number of great approach options. Approaching high laser into Shine, Tomahawk Shine, and late aerial are my preferred approaches against parry. Yoshi has by far the most unique shield in the game. Yoshi's shield cannot be shield poked and doesn't take shield hit stun when attacked. He does, however, still incur shield hit lag. His light shield pushes him significantly farther away than any other character's shield pushback, and he cannot jump out of shield unless the jump is input during the parry window. This makes Yoshi's shield very dynamic. Not being able to shield poke and reduce stun make it very risky to approach Yoshi on platforms. Quick shield drop up airs could mean huge combo starters for Yoshi. There are a few ways to interact with this and do mix-ups, but I highly suggest that you just play more passively around it. When Yoshi is shielding on the ground, you can't traditionally shield pressure him. Because he doesn't take shield hit stun, he will be able to roll or release shield faster than any other character against your pressure. This means that your traditional coverage of these options won't work exactly the same. In spots where you might have been able to punish a roll against a normal character, if you attempt the same against Yoshi, they might not get hit. If Yoshi is using a more aerial-based game using wavelands off platforms and tricky double jumps to alter their fall speed and drift, back air and up tilt can be very useful tools. If you happen to hit them falling on top of you with either of these moves, you can reliably build some early damage. Be careful using up tilt too much though, because forward air can hard punish and give Yoshi the type of opening they need to keep the matchup close. Yoshi will be looking to catch you off guard not defending yourself properly so they can push you to the edges of the stage. Once there, down tilt and down smash can be devastating and their proactive mix-ups become much more potent. This makes crouch canceling and shielding, along with playing for center stage positioning, crucial. Staying in center allows you to limit his approaches and set up to defend yourself with zoning attacks or shielding and crouch. Good Yoshi players will know when you try to defend yourself like this and will start trying to beat it with forward air or egg lay. Once you force them to use these options, you can take advantage of their long startup and respond accordingly. If you don't know how to deal with Yoshi's egg stall on the ledge, they're able to build a lot of percent or force you to give up positional advantage. Luckily this stall, even if done frame perfectly, isn't fully invulnerable. This means that you can actually use a well-timed dash attack or down smash to hit Yoshi during the egg stall and kill them for it. It's important to note that Yoshi doesn't have the best options to deal with you attempting the dash attack or down smash, so trying them isn't very high risk. You can also use auto cancel back air to get closer to the ledge while clanking with the eggs. In summary, as long as Yoshi isn't getting value out of his counterattack strategies, they'll be forced into their much more exploitable aggressive options. Falco has multiple ways of defending himself that make him hard to push back. Build percentage to open up the ability to contest them in the air and edgeguard them consistently. Understand Yoshi's shield quirks and be ready to play more passively and reactive than you otherwise would against shielding opponents. If and when you're going to play more aggressively, be sure to not do obvious approaches.
Hey guys, it's Amson. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Get into it.